Greetings, salutations, welcome back to a black screen. What should be Slay the Princess, which crashed the moment I started and switched from the stream starting sooner screen to this one. The game crashed. That's concerning. Hopefully that doesn't keep occurring. There we go. The game is relaunched. And it's not showing up on the stream. Oh, there it is. Oh! I did not have this problem before the stream. It was working just fine before the stream. I even tested it. Just a moment. Just a moment. Let's try this again. Sorry about this. Yeah, so we are playing a Slay the Princess today. I put up a poll. I want to play some horror games this month because, at the very least, spookier games this month. Maybe not exactly always horror, but some spookier games during October because it's the month of Halloween. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Okay, let's try this differently. Let's try a different method of capturing the game. Sorry about this. It was working just fine before the stream. There we go. Now it's working. So it had a content running there. It's a horror game. You can go to the full site for full content running. It also said if you have issues with flashing images or parallax effects. Those are also things. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no round decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. A love story. Yes. Really believe that one, yeah. Controllers, preferences, full screen. Good. Except my mouse disappears. My mouse... Oh, that's weird. I can see my mouse on the stream, but not on my screen. Oh. And I still can't see the mouse. No, Okay, we're playing windowed because full screen deletes my mouse. And okay. Skip, blinking, auto advance, parallax, music. I'm going to assume that's all good for now, honestly. Anything that needs... Nope. anything that needs changed? Yeah, they can't take my mouse. Can't take my mouse. No. Okay. Oh, also, I forgot to say, I did want to preface this with...
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I did want to preface this with... If you haven't seen me play a horror game before... I'm not exactly, typical horror gamer. I am afraid of these games. So yeah, I know some horror gamers that aren't really afraid of. I'm less brave.
You're here.
Oops. No, I didn't mean to skip the readout. You're here to slay here. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. See, I don't know how reliable the narrator is. I read the Steam page. The Steam page has some, bit of what? Information about the game, and it has some from the, I think, the narrator's perspective almost, or something, and I'm not sure if the narrator is someone I can trust. I don't feel it the princess is either. Explode, end of the world, what are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of a reward for doing this? Oh, okay, thanks for telling me. Sweet, I've always wanted to have a monarch. Viva la revolution. Silently continue to turn around. I see, that's where you got the Viva la revolution. Well, what end of the world? What are you talking about?
The end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
I tuned the game's sound up. The narrator sounds a little quiet though, but I think I'll tune music and sound down, leaving voice up. But how can a princess locked away in a basement in the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
I don't trust this. You don't linger on the specifics. Do you have any evidence?
You're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Okay, that sounds almost like a bit of a misdirection there. A very important task, while an important task can also be a task that's not related to saving the world, can it not? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because
While
she's
I
locked up?
appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Yeah? Are we? I'm not sure if we are or not.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
But she's locked up. You just admitted that she's locked up.
And before you decide
Right.
to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
So we don't free her. How about that?
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
I thought she's locked up.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Yeah, the narrator is pretty sus. Killing a princess, can someone else forget it? Have you considered it? Do I get some sort of reward? Huh, wait, this is new. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. And if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. I don't think I'm going with that, because one of the big things I do know about this game is what was it in the game's description? It says what, that she'll do anything to persuade us not to kill her. So I mean, what's the point? She'll do anything to persuade us. I want to do this one though. Oh, I have to see what he says about this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the whole ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
That's not true.
I mean, maybe some people do.
There you go.
Nihilists.
Yeah,
or
there.
very,
Yeah,
very
yeah.
evil people. But
Yeah.
surely you're not one of those, right?
Okay, Totally trustworthy. Totally. I think I'm going with silently continue to the cabin. I don't really feel like, forget it, I'm not. Or can't someone also? Killing a princess seems bad though, doesn't it? But I think I'll silently continue.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Okay.
A warning before you go any further.
Oh, I know.
She will lie,
There
she will cheat,
it is.
and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I have no idea how much of that is true. I really am unsure.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Voice of the hero? Wait. Voice of the hero, that's new.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Who is the voice of the hero? Well, only choice, proceed into the cabin. Sure.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Okay. Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Why did we not have our implement before coming to the cabin? take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Sure. Into the basement. The music
The door to the basement creaks
has
open,
taken a
revealing
shift.
a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
They just wanted to make sure you didn't want to drop it in the forest or something. Like, not like there's any danger in racking it through a forest unarmed and alone anyway. Yeah, no. Nah. No danger.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Okay.
Who's there?
Okay.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi, just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Just checking in on you. I feel like that's what I want to do here. Yeah.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Then why in the world do we have to kill her? He said she's dangerous if she escapes. But it's been so long since anyone's come down here. She's been down here for a long time. In a sense, I don't disbelieve that she's dangerous. But I don't see why we have to kill her either.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Okay.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Oh, it's the voice of the hero again here.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I don't know. I guess that's why I was sent here, yeah? What? No way. Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah, you got me. I'm here to slay you. Nuh-uh. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to attack. Steal your nerves and step forward. I feel like I'm going to go. I haven't decided yet. I know she'll do everything she can to persuade me against it. Oh well, I didn't mean to open that. Yeah, let's go.
How about you
I
drop
haven't
the
decided
knife,
yet.
and the two of us just talk.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things
I'm
out.
not. No. No. As I said.
Don't you dare.
As I said. I can believe that she's dangerous. I have accepted that.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I don't think I drop it yet. I wish there were... I wish there was more options here than a drop it and tighten your grip. This is not as many options as I hoped I'd get. I'm not dropping it. If she is dangerous, that could be very bad.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Okay.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you
No,
steel
wait,
your
that's
resolve.
not what I wanted to do.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
I'd rather just attack
She's unarmed.
without
If you hesitate now, it'll be too
disarming
late.
myself.
End this.
Explode. What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? First time talking to her? Yes. Yes. I'm sorry, can we just talk? I'm not dropping the blade. Drop the blade, slay the princess. I'm sorry, can we just talk? Let's go with, I'm sorry, can we just talk?
You're so close. Don't give up. You've come this far. No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
That's not necessarily exactly what I want. I want information. I'm not doing someone else's duty work without knowing any of the...
Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
A shame. Fine. What exactly is the point of squint at the princess while holding onto the blade? This is one of these options where... I read it. Squint at the princess while holding onto the blade. And I go... I'm not sure exactly what my character is doing with this choice. Like, there's multiple directions this could lead in, and I'm going to go fine, then I guess we're at an impasse.
For the love of everything, just slay her already. Or drop the blade. Do something.
Do something? Are you sure you don't want to talk?
I'm sure.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
Drop the blade or slay the princess. One way I feel like I'm doing someone else's duty work without even knowing like information about why and such. This narrator's barely giving me any information. Oh, you have to save the world. From what? Vagueness about Hugh getting out of the cabin, but the only thing we've really found out is that she hasn't been out of the cabin for years. So why now? honestly, from the pictures of this game, I don't feel like I can trust the princess. But also at this point in the game, I feel so strongly against trusting the narrator as well. Okay. Drop the blade, slay the princess. Drop the blade, slay the princess. The game is called Slay the Princess. I love the background music in this game, it's so good. Yeah, and like the shift in the music when, what was it, when we picked up the blade? I feel like indulging him and dropping the blade. I feel like it's such a bad idea. But bad ideas, I need to it's a bad idea.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious...
It's a bad idea.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the
No, I
princess.
didn't really want to step forward, to be honest.
We'll be fine.
I don't know about that. I said I believed that she's dangerous. I just wanted to...
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
The credits actually give you a track list from the... Ooh. She's cute in a special way. Love the big eyes. Funny thing is... never mind, actually. I didn't realize... I didn't realize the characters in this were voiced, actually, until, well, a day or two ago. So that's been a bit of a surprise here. I thought I'd be doing the voices. Yeah, it's pretty awkward. Relationship. How are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. Well, actually... Let's start with, do you know why?
Do you?
Oh, thanks. Thanks. I know what I've been told. Whether or not I believe it is an entirely different matter.
So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
Hey, no, I want to know what you think I'd be here to kill you for. So if I tell you what I know I'm here to kill you for, it doesn't help anything. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster? If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
I mean, I know plenty of stories where these creatures and monsters and beings that are dangerous get restrained in some manner. That's not unheard of. Answer every question with another question. She's good at this. Yes. Yes, look at that. 2 questions. What are you going to do if I let you out? I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them. I feel like telling you this. I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them. That's what I feel like telling her here. Because... it's not that I am more inclined to trust her, but I'm not inclined to trust them. That's the thing. So I'm telling you
Sooner
that.
or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
Narrator, I believe you have your best interests at heart.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
No. I still have a few more questions before I decide what to do.
What do you want to know?
Who do you trust more so far? It depends in what manner. It depends in what manner. Here's the thing. It's more like there are certain facts that I trust. I trust that she's dangerous. And I also trust that she has in fact been restrained in this basement for many years. I do not trust that there's any specific reason why now is the time that she needs to die. Oh, I don't trust that I've been told the specific reason that she needs to die right now. Our relationship, how would I get you out of here? What's your name? How long have you been down here? What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Ah.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Note lack of detail. Yes, narrator, I will always note the lack of detail. Both. For both of you. For both of you, narrator. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try,
Yeah,
you'll
no
never get a straight
specifics.
answer out.
Oh, and no straight answers either. What a surprise, narrator. Let's ask her.
You
How would I
can't.
get you
Don't
out?
bother.
No, I'm talking. I want to know what.
I'm guessing, well,
No!
we can always put that knife.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, yeah. We can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, we've attacked
Oh.
enough.
Have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
No, I don't. I'm getting you out of here. Examine the chains. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Oh, slay the princess. So if I trust that she's dangerous, what is the harm in slaying her? I'm not sure. There's certainly harm in letting her go if I trust the statement that she is in fact dangerous. If I trust the fact that she's dangerous, then like letting her go is completely just like if I feel like there's a much higher chance of letting her go being a bad choice than of slaying the princess. I feel like I slay the princess. Of course, I feel like something could go wrong when I slay her, but I don't know what it is. Murder on your bloody hands is the danger in murdering her if she doesn't have to be. Yeah. I don't actually see a good reason to get her out of here. And I'm here too. Greetings, Andrew. Slay the princess. Getting you out of here. Keep her locked away. I'm keeping her locked away.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you
Why?
don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
Okay, that's the first time. It's the first time you've said that. I don't.
One way or another, I'm
Ooh.
going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
Interesting.
And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You
Okay,
have to
we're
make a
finally
choice.
getting information
Let's
about
hope for
both
all
of
our
them
sakes
there.
It's the right one.
That's in the past 30 seconds we've gotten more information out of both of these two than we have in the past 20 minutes. Okay. I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement. Now all of a sudden she can easily escape this place. Oh, you're right. This does... Everything about this is fishy. Wait. Maybe I'm crazy. But a thought occurred to me. A thought occurred to me of what if the narrator and the princess are on the same team working against me? Anyways. That might be a bit far-fetched. Slay the princess. Okay, let's get you out of here. I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement. I think that one's now out of the couch. We've been told that she's going to escape at some point. And when she escapes, if we just lock her back up, she's going to probably kill us or torture us. Or worse. Yeah, exactly. The princess only did start talking about escaping on her own after the narrator did. I think they're working together against me. Wait a second. If that's the case, then they have presented me with two options to... maybe I should just... Maybe I should just roll with it. Roll with the idea that... The idea that they're working against me together. If that... And in that case... I need to do the only thing that they've both been against. At the same time, if they're not working together, the previous bit of conversation we just heard makes it sound like this might be my worst choice if they're not working together. But it's my best choice if they are. I know I overthink things, don't I? I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement. I kind of want to just, get her out of here and lead her to the narrator. Okay, let's get you... No. Slate? No. Well? Okay, let's get you out. I'm locking you. Oh, she's sad. Okay, the previous... Nope. No, wait, yes. History. One way or another, you have to make... Oh, that's interesting. I hadn't noticed this till now. But here Dellog does not have any labels. Interesting. Okay, actually, we have save stats. Let's let's save there. I'm locking here in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
No one wins here.
It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
You're making a Wait a second. What was it? You have to make a choice. Wait, I know no one wins here. You're making a mistake.
Turn your back to the princess.
Oh no, don't turn your back. No, walk up the stairs backwards. Keep your eyes on her.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Maybe if you go up to when she starts talking, they put a label. Her Dellog, I don't remember.
Slip these chains?
Oh.
She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But
Yeah, there's something fishy here.
I don't think she's bluffing.
No, I don't think she is either, and I think she's dangerous
Either
too.
way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and think.
No, we're sticking to the plan and no. I'm kinda thinking maybe we go and kill her now. It won't be long before I slip these chains, and once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay. Again, there's an odd connection here between the narrator and the princess. Slay the princess to get the narrator's trust, then slay him when he's least expecting. I like your plan. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we... Also, wait. She's now threatened me, right? Multiple times now. It won't be long before I slip these chains, and once I'm out, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind. And also, what was it back here? I promise you'll come to regret this decision. I feel like in a sense I do have some cause to actually killing her. I'm going to try, though. That's a relief. I was afraid I'd already committed to not slaying her. I think we might actually go and try and slay her now.
It's never too late to do the right thing. Now hurry.
Oh, shut it, narrator.
You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle. She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
We shouldn't have hesitated.
Wait, hero, what are you on about? You've been the one behind me on this spearing her idea.
But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a
What am I,
pickaxe
a
against
goblin?
your fracturing bones.
Am I a
sure
goblin or something, or a kobold, or scales and beard? Oh, that does seem accurate.
As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
What are you on about, narrator?
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
I knew we'd get some of this when she started stepping.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs. This is the end, isn't it?
It does seem that way, doesn't it, hero?
I'm afraid it is.
The funny thing is, then the narrator says it, and I'm like, oh, maybe not, you know, I don't actually trust this narrator, so narrator saying it's the end makes it sound to me like it's not.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2.
You're on a path.
Do you know what Chapter
in the
2
woods,
is known as?
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Chapter 2, also known as not the end. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Chapter 2, also known as not the end. That's another lie, right? Just a new beginning.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
In what sense? I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this happened already? It said chapter 2, the tower, yes. Okay, no, but I died. What am I doing here? She's going to kill me again.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself.
Skilled and courageous. See, you have me mistaken for someone else here, narrator.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Then why don't you know what happened?
What he knows. There's nothing we can do
Wait,
to
what?
stop
The
her.
voice of the broken?
She's just going to kill us again.
You know what this is reminding me of? Tacking you up like this after you had your heart handed to you by an unarmed woman chained to a wall. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? With the voice of the broken, it's suddenly reminding me of. It's reminding me of this other game. What's that game called? Disco Elysium. Yeah. Lots of different voices in your head in that game as well.
She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Explode. Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Will you?
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Look who's so full of themselves.
Of course we died. We couldn't land a single blow on her, and she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let us die.
Yes.
What were we supposed to do to stop her then? What are we supposed to do to stop her
No,
now?
I feel I can trust voice of the broken. I trust voice of the broken.
She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult, but congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making a rather dangerous assumption.
The very
your actions last time
flattering.
around didn't have any consequences.
Oh.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. The princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started.
No, we're not back where we started, are we? Well, we are, but maybe the princess isn't. Of course, the narrator is full of himself. Narrators are always right, aren't they? Yeah.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you
kind of scared of.
Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Oh, that's not even what I was thinking there, narrator. I was thinking, more like this is a new version of ourselves at a future point in the same world.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
I still don't see why, or how, or
If she
anything.
ended the entire world, why should we even bother? We might as well just walk up to that cabin, break her chains and let her do whatever she wants. It's all the same in the end. Just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her.
Well,
Both of
I
those
mean,
things can be true at the same time.
I mean, in narrator, you weren't
believe
there. She just killed me. I tried to slay her. She killed me. Explode! Let's talk about this princess. I'm glad my speculation makes it good, because sometimes I worry about how long-winded I can be talking about these things. Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
Oh, I don't like your rushing me, narrator. She killed me last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her,
Oh,
don't
stop
trust her,
that.
just go in, do your job and save the world.
To quote you from last time around, she's just a princess. Why was she strong enough to beat me to death with her bare hands?
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin and you'll be fine.
What?
Or we could pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending that we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge?
No.
I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying.
You're being annoying.
Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely
I mean, that sounds
catastrophic
kind of
that would
fun,
be
you
for
know?
everyone, yourself included.
Just to bring about, you know, have a hand in bringing about the end of the world. You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me? Who locked her in the bay? You're being cagey. You're being
I told you
cagey.
everything you need to know.
No.
Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an
Alice.
otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
She's not just a princess, she's a very fit princess.
The less you know about her, the better.
Why? Because it gives you room to manipulate me, is that why? It gives both of you room to manipulate me? Who locked her in the basement? What is this
People
place?
locked her in that basement. I
Oh,
told you what this
how
place is.
vague.
It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
You know, people as opposed to not people. Yes, of course, people locked her in the basement. People locked her in the basement. Any, what people? Which people? For what reasons? Why, were they against you? Or were they with you? Were they on your side? Don't overcomplicate things, young. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because
Oh,
you're
yes.
special.
Yes,
You're the only person
special.
capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things
Right.
are.
Right. Right. Right.
Didn't know we were special.
Oh, yes, voice of the hero. You'd just eat that up, wouldn't you?
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
Who cares if you think we're special? As far as I can tell, the only thing special about us is that we get to experience painfully dying all over again.
Yeah, that's all.
Right, now if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Oh, yes.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Lying? Cheating? Why would she even bother? She didn't need to do anything like that last time.
Yeah, she didn't. She just had to stamp me to death.
She caught us off guard last time. We'll be fine.
What
Let's
do
just
you
keep our wits
mean,
about us.
Outguard? You're making up an excuse there, because you can't
At least
figure
one
out
of you
how
still has a
she
shred of
did
sense.
it.
Just make sure you listen to him and not that whiner.
Proceed
If
into
that's
the
what you
cabin.
want. I guess I don't have a say here.
No. Voice of the Broken. I'm most with you out of Broken, Hero, Narrator, Princess, Broken. You're the one I most trust here.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note
Okay.
is a massive marble
Okay.
altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Even if it looked like a cabin from the outside, even if it looked like a cabin on the outside, once we're in here and it's like this, it's no longer a cabin. It's not a cabin anymore. This is not a cabin. Even if it's camouflaged as one on the outside.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small?
Why do we feel so small?
We don't feel small.
We are small. Yeah, Broken has it. Take the knife out, don't. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. This whole cabin is different than last time.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
I'm scrutinizing the narrator's words here. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the
A
basement.
beard or a goblin or
It's a wall.
something.
There isn't much to see here.
It's not a wall.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
See, it's these blatant lies, like you walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's not a wall. And the narrator is so untrustworthy. Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and
Look at
rub
that
your hand
hand.
against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
The narrator.
We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Narrator be gaslighting. It's like, he's gaslighting, but he can also alter reality or something. Do I take the blade or not? Nasty beard hand having princess slayer. What good did the knife do me last time? That's what I'm thinking now. It didn't really do me any good, did it? I kind of feel like just entering the basement without the blade, because I can always put the blade down though.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I just love you wrapping those two together and an assumption in there.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here,
It seems like a nice stone basement.
Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
She's different. She's different. She's different.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming.
Yeah.
She wasn't like this last time.
Broken, what do you
We need
think?
to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Shoo.
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there.
It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
No, narrator, he's making decisions. He's got this. Continue down the stairs.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the white starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Didn't we go down? This feels more like up. The stained glass window? And billowing.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
I am a beard.
You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity.
The voice of the broken is a simp. That does seem perhaps maybe to be accurate.
Drop it.
I will.
The blade slips from your fingers
Sure.
and clatters uselessly to the
There's
floor.
no way I can kill her. It's not about whether I want to or not. It's about capability here.
We didn't have to do that, and yet you did. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
I feel like if I don't, she's just going to kill me. You know, I have this thing that I call self-preservation, where I don't want to die.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees
How about
painfully
this?
connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs.
She remembers, but the narrator doesn't. Or the narrator's lying. Well, I mean, I feel like if the options are the narrator, anything or narrator line, I feel like the narrator's line is the answer. But maybe we don't leap to that conclusion. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of. She definitely remembers that. Okay.
I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new, and the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
Okay.
It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done.
No, it's
I can
the
only hope it
same
helped you learn a
reality
valuable
narrator.
lesson.
You're still trying to mislead me. You are still trying to mislead me here. Because it is this reality, unless she's also like drifting between realities. Because this is the same princess that killed me last time.
You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she? And you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it?
Honestly, I trust her more than I trust the narrator. Because at least I feel more confident in actually knowing what she's going
He's
to do.
being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those
It's like,
pessimistic
okay.
thoughts someplace
Okay,
far,
so she
far
destroys
away
the world?
and commit yourself to what needs to be done.
At least we know that's what she's going to do.
The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win
Right.
a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
Right. You need to have faith that you can pull the... the floating lady who has this booming voice. who's already killed me in the past when she was less intimidating than she is now. What would you have me do? What do you have planned? Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be. I have questions for you before I decide anything. What happened to you after I died? I'm not going to help you end the world. I don't care if something new comes after. I just can't let you do that. I'm yours to command. What would you have me do? What do you have planned? Just because. What happened to you after I died?
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird. There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps. Or a pet.
Let her boom all she wants. Yeah. Just because you're supposed to end the world, it doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
Okay. What would you have me do? What do you have planned?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
If you're so powerful, can't you just break the chains yourself? Actually, decent question.
Don't be rude. Of course she
Yes,
can.
yes, of course.
It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to enthrall it. That's exactly why it's... interesting.
The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become.
Okay.
It isn't even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity.
Cool.
The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am,
Wait.
that you feel you must deliver me into the world.
No, wait. Wait a second. You're agreeing with the narrator again.
And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn.
I don't know why, but she's agreeing with the narrator again. In this, where was it? The son of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, is deserving of a son that can... Somehow, even though it's clear... Wait. Even though it's clear that he is so powerful, I can easily, that isn't what... Why is it that both here and the narrator want to make it about me, the little beard? It has so little power. Why do both want to make it about me? They're agreeing again.
Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
Oh yeah, I have no doubt. I'm not going to help you into the wallet. I don't care if something new comes after. I just can't let you. So that I'm yours to command. I'm leaning towards I'm yours to command. Everybody knows the beard is the only one who can do anything. So, here's the situation. I don't see the point in fighting her. When she was, or at least looked like a mere human, right? She trounced me. Like, there was no, she still doesn't have a name. There was no fight. It was a execution. And she was not the one executed. So there's zero reason for me to go against her here. However, I still actually am I feel like there is something going on between here and the narrator, whether they're on the same team, or whether they both know something that I don't, or whether the only thing that they agree on is making me suffer. I'm yours to command.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent?
Maybe it's more that I'm that small.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
It's also true that she's come right out and told you that she's going to into the worlds this time. Yeah, and then she's giving, in that way, she's more straightforward and honest with me than the narrator.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
Why?
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong. Trying to conceal you from me.
Is it the narrator?
Is that a person? No, it used to be a person.
Is it the narrator?
It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you?
Oh, kill the narrator for me, please. Please.
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
Yes.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
Come on.
I don't care what you are. You're mine. Rise, my little bird.
What was the...
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Oh!
break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade.
I'll use the blade. If that's what you want, I'll try to break it with a blade.
All you need to do is believe it's been done.
Okay. Wait, is that how he got rid of the mirror? By, like, maybe planting a seed? Oh, you believe it's not there and then it wasn't? And what if I don't believe? What happens? I have to... It's over, I'm sorry. Break the chains. Break the chains.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff
Neat.
falls from her wrist.
Neat.
She is loose, and the end is upon us.
Okay.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
What happens now?
Nothing. And then, everything.
Take your hand. Your obedient servant. What even happened there? But you do not take her hand. What? Something has taken her away and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone.
A mirror.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went and I don't know how we even go about looking for her. The narrator is gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror. Don't know how we'd go about looking for her.
Gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
The hero doesn't like the mirror.
I feel anxious. Does anyone else feel anxious?
Oh yes, I do. The narrator is gone.
Does that mean the world ended?
No.
Figures the world would end and leave us with all this nothing.
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it.
The hero doesn't
I don't
like it.
think you should.
Why? 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 Why is it that the hero wouldn't like the mirror? I don't want... Didn't I feel like Broken wanted to earlier? Can I even look that far back? I can, but it would be really difficult to find, wouldn't it? Here, wait. Maybe it's because... take the blade right now before that. Did Broken? No, Broken didn't comment on it. I want to look at it. Approach the mirror.
Don't do this.
The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
It's fine. We need to look in it. You approach the mirror. Different text again. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. A beard, I assume. The body. Achievement, the body, it's you. It's you. I didn't really see much though. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. What? You are at the cabin? Approach here.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Are you going to make a new world soon? Is that your plan? Okay, I'll read the. I need. There's so many options. I need to actually read these aloud, I think. We have what are you? The gift of a fragile vessel. Is this the end of the world? Let hear out of there. Do you know the narrator? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess? Do we know each other? What happens now? Attack the entity, destroy your body. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Solitary lights, what do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network.
Dim.
I wish to be more.
I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me.
What? I don't think I'm anything like you.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
I mean, you fair point there. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? I like that one.
They are.
They are. Okay. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Okay. All right.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Yeah, you probably realized it by now. This is a pretty metaphysical game. Yeah. The gift of a fragile vessel. What was that about?
Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
All right. How are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
So, kind of? Not exactly, though? But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Hey, we all speak in a circle in this game, so... Do we know each other? Huh. Do we know each
You
other?
are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Huh. This vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget if... Interesting. Sounds kind
Bring me
of
more
similar to the narrator.
perspectives, so that I may be whole.
Oh!
Perhaps then we will know our freedom.
More perspective. I kind of think I see. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Yes. How many more pieces of you do I have to find? What if I don't let you do this? I was sent to slay this princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Okay. Oh. I mean, yes, but you're being semantic. What are you going to do? Sure.
How can I know? I am flickers in
No,
something's
I believe her
and
here.
illuminated.
She doesn't know what she's going to do. How many more pieces of you do I have to find? And what if I don't let you do this to me? How many more pieces?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find.
Thanks.
I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
And what if I don't let you? Sure.
Then we will be here forever, as we are now.
Okay.
Unfinished. Dry. Hollow.
I'm not going back right now. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1: The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, so... So, I've tuned the sound down to just discuss this as a, side thing. It looks like the idea is actually we need more endings maybe to get a complete ending or a true ending or a greater, larger ending in some sense. And what, we're 1 hour 43 minutes in. I think we can do more endings in this stream. It's a show-to game.
You're here.
You can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting tab on your keyboard. Oh, it's on your controller. Oh, yeah, my controller. Tab. Oh, get
Are
it.
you serious?
I'm not doing this.
No, you have to do it.
Killing a
Does it?
princess seems kind
Are
of
you a
bad.
monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Do I get some
Yes,
sort of
but you
reward?
have to slay her before you get it.
What reward? Okay. Oh, okay. Thanks for
Don't.
telling me what to
It's all
do.
part of the job.
What are you? I still
You make your
know
way up
you're
the short path to the
something.
cabin. You'll
You're not
find
the
princess within.
narrator. You're some teen. I don't know what
A
though.
warning. Before you go any further, she will
Skip. Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is the blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You're absolutely correct. We are taking the blade
You
to
take the
free
blade
here.
from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No, wait. Okay, yeah, you catch me. I'm here to slay you. Haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Steal your news. I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can
Drop it. We're just
blade.
dropping it
Thank you.
right there.
Maybe now we can just talk.
Okay, yeah, it's... Okay, let's see. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
Okay,
I'm
stop it,
guessing
narrator.
you don't
I
have the
know
key
you're
then.
not.
I'm sure
Some
there's a key somewhere
omnipotent
around here, and
being.
if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife
Don't
to
know
good
what
use.
you are, though.
Her sharp eye. She isn't suggest. She is.
What's your name? I didn't ask you this last time, actually. A relationship, are you
Don't
coming
jump
in?
to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other.
Yeah, that's
By
kind of what
definition,
I
we have
thought
a
last
relationship.
time. It's by definition a relationship. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness.
Note
Yes.
the lack of.
How long have you been down here? Nah, we've talked
Oh,
enough.
have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even
So this is
imagine
new.
trying to break them apart.
I mean, yeah, we were weird, of course, how could we?
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful.
Sure.
Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas besides me cutting you out of here? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe. Do you have any other ideas?
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
Okay.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
Okay.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Did the narrator do that somehow? Did the narrator shut the door somehow there?
Is someone else here?
No, I don't think so. Hey, let me out of here. Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
You're telling me what to do again, narrator. I don't like it. Let me out of here.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here.
Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
No, I don't believe you.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
They did indeed.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Sounds good, yes.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Against your
We
better
need
judgment,
to
you
get
place the
different
blade
endings,
against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
Ouch.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
Wow. She is, what's the word? Brave isn't quite the word I'm looking for. She's stoic, she perseveres.
She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Sure. Yeah. Approach the locked door.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
Yeah, determined almost fits. Actually, 1 second. One second. Resolute. I just typed determined into the thesaurus. Resolute. I like that. The narrator's trying to...
The bottom
No!
stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Princess, you want to swing around and deflect that blade.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
I don't want to watch you do that. Won't here. Oh, the narrator's trying here. Look how hard he's trying. Won't here.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back.
Take
but
the blade
princess
from me,
swiftly moves out of
princess.
the way before you can connect.
This cheating word. Yes.
Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
No, you're not. She's killed me before. Shall I do it again? Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
I'll just turn it around and hand it to you. Is that how you want me to move it?
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Yes. Yes, don't kill me. Don't kill me.
I'll make this quick.
Okay, shoot. That's actually better than you breaking every single bone in my body before you kill me. That was... a painful way to go, wasn't it, Biffa?
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Good job.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Yes.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
Well, I at least... I hope she appreciates what I did for her.
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark,
not.
and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Though, actually, I am convinced that this is the end for this narrator. I think the narrator does die here. For good. The prisoner. Okay.
You're on a path in
Okay.
the woods.
Last
and at the
time
end
was
of that
the
path
tower.
is a cabin.
This time is
And
the
in the basement of
prisoner.
that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Skip.
If you don't,
Oh, wait. Oh, wait, no. Of course, there's nothing to skip. Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to
my
your tricks.
tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a
Skeptic.
word out of
Ooh.
his mouth.
Ooh.
There's got to be a way out of here. For
The
us and
voice
for the
of the
princess.
skeptic.
We just have to keep trying.
It seems my voice is finally here.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Right. Let's assume I'm... No. I don't want to give narrator more information. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
In fact, it was a bit much of the information. I shouldn't have given the information to him that I am wise to his tricks.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I adore the way Abby Howard illustrates the game. Yeah, the game is really pretty. I actually really like the style that is the slightly shifting. That house, the cabin is animated, having these slight shifts constantly, even when nothing is happening. It's interesting.
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to.
Wink.
Did you just say wink out loud?
Yes, narrator.
No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this
I
clown
like
and
this
focus
skeptic.
on the princess.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is less
Okay.
a cozy woodland retreat and more like
Okay.
a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
Okay. This is Yeah, certainly different.
The only furniture of note is an iron table bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
The voices are so good, sometimes it's hard to even tell it through all the same VA, let alone that through also the same VA as the narrator. Yeah, you know, it's interesting. I was honestly, I with complete honesty, I was actually disappointed when I heard that the game was voiced, because I was really hoping to do the voices for the game as I've done in some other games we've played lately. I've been enjoying doing the voices, but the voices in this are actually really well done. So it's like, I don't get to do them, but these are really good. So it's fine. They're good. I'm approaching the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall.
It's a
Isn't
wall.
much to see here.
Actually, wait. I kind of believe the narrator. Not that there isn't anything here, but I believe that the narrator can't see it. Maybe it's not actually here, but at the moment my conclusion is that the narrator can't see it.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror
You
clean.
reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago. And now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
I take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open,
Oh, I like the
revealing an old
torches.
stone staircase.
Yeah.
A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled,
Oh,
carries up the stairs.
What is she going to sound like this time? We've heard 3 voices from here so far. Maybe 3.5. Maybe 3.5. Because in a way, the first princess in a way is her voice kind of took a shift when we first kind of started not looking like we were going to free her, but it's still more like 3.5 than
Is that a
4.
visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Actually, that one's not that different.
Does she remember us?
Hopefully.
You walk
Maybe?
down the stairs and lock eyes with
Wow.
the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly
Oh
as she
no.
moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus
Oh my.
as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd
Yeah.
that in a place where everything seems to serve a
Good
distinct
point.
purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
How do you get your hand back? This is actually the thing that's bugging me most right now. How did you get your hand back, princess? I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? She used glue. Super glue. I'm not sure regular glue would do it. I'm just going to leave her here. Sit with her. Now we're saving. Sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
Oh.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Until we get rid of the narrator, good idea.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you're told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Could you remove this thing in my head? My intentions, what do you mean? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? What happened after I died last time? That other chain in the wall, who is it for? What would you have me do? I think I'm just going to leave you here, actually. You're not much of a threat to anyone. Bye. Leave the print. No, I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
What about your arm, then?
First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion.
What are you, narrator? No, it's clear what the narrator just wants. The narrator... The narrator would be damned to oblivion if we don't slay her. Why is that? I'm not sure.
The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
Oh, making things up now, narrator.
A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just... good luck. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us?
Yeah.
All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably. I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary.
Right.
And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic.
Yes.
I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters.
More than anything.
Even saying that is too much.
Oh, actually, I think that might be right.
Your success
I think with the mind wandering, it changes things, perhaps.
For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that. I won't. Fine, but you won't get another word from me on the matter. Yeah, sure. We'll see about that.
I like the skeptic. The skeptic is my favorite.
Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Okay, you were asking about my intentions earlier. What happened after I died last time?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
It was all for naught.
And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows?
I actually kind of believe her.
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're
I
looking at me
kind
like
of
I might be
believe her
hiding
here.
something.
It
I'm
does
not.
not seem like everything is as what physical and in this world as Union. Thank you for the raid. Welcome. We're playing Slay the Princess. This is our second playthrough. We're trying to get more indies because it only took us like an hour and what was it, an hour and a half or something to get the first ending, so we're trying to go for another ending now. How's it going?
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
You were asking about my intentions earlier. What did you mean by that? What other... that other chain, what? Who is it used for? What would you have me do? Yeah, that other chain.
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have
Anyway,
to say
we
this,
can.
but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you
good.
ambulatory
It's going good.
if you're
That's
going
good.
to save the world.
Oh, what did you stream tonight, Union? I didn't see. Let's inspect the
I
shuttle.
wouldn't do that if I were you. And why is that? Do
Why?
I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
I'm just examining it. What's wrong with examine? Just so it's clear, I am quite adversarial with this narrator.
And what? Is it going to lock the
I
second
don't
we put our
trust
wrist
the
into
narrator.
it?
This game is probably the only time I'll ever hear ambulatory. The narrator really cracks open the thesaurus to try to gaslight and manipulate us better. You know, the funny thing is, I'm familiar with the word ambulatory because I know Latin pretty well, and ambulo is the Latin word for to walk. It's called Slipstream Rogue Space. It's a very community-based game. Sounds cool. Haven't heard of it before.
I don't know. Maybe it will. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
Yes, skeptic, I'm with you.
What if he's telling the truth? He isn't. I am.
The narrator telling the truth, right? That doesn't happen.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next.
Yes, you do.
What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad?
Does the narrator, either the narrator or the princess chains us up, perhaps?
Yes.
I'm assuming.
It's bad.
Fairly new game out since February isn't very big. Okay.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time. Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism.
You are doing this,
Before you can so
narrator.
much as
You're
blink,
making it
practically
happen.
leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
You're making it happen, narrator.
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement. Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now?
It kind of seems that way.
Yes.
Prison of your mind. Become your own jailer. Achievement right there.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
Funny in a ironic sort of way, perhaps.
What are we supposed to do now? Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
Maybe the princess kills
That's
us.
horrible.
I don't know.
It's not all bad. We learned
Maybe.
a valuable piece of information. Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch?
Hmm.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
I feel like that's just the skepticism tacking in there. So we're stuck here. What should we do? Did you know this was going to happen to me? What should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
So we're both stuck here.
Yep.
Did you know this was going to happen to me?
No.
I can perhaps believe that. Maybe I can believe that. Not one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
That's rude.
Wait in
You and the
silence.
princess
No,
wait
it's
in
fine.
silence, though
It's
neither
not
of you
rude.
knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something.
Oh, don't let the
Waiting for
narrator talk. Just stop the narrator from talking.
This is so boring.
The narrator
There must be
talking is
something we
only
can
going
get
to be
out of
bad.
here. There must be something we're missing.
Just try to talk over the narrator, skeptic and hero.
But there isn't. Time passes.
No!
It
Narr-
passes and
No.
passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same.
See, we let the narrator
It is
do it.
cold and sad.
Ah,
At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything.
what is your obsession with me killing the princess, narrator?
But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
Huh?
How exactly does that work? It just does. But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even
No,
more time.
the
And after
narrator's
that,
doing
even
it.
more time passes again.
He's passing the time here. Not.
And let me guess, the cabin remains
Come
the
on.
same. If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
I still the skeptic. The skeptic is my favorite so far. Yeah.
I suppose you're correct.
Oh, there.
Things
Yeah,
are
it's-
changing.
Then
The differences
the
are
narrator is
small
like,
at
oh,
first, a bit of weathering here,
yeah,
a bit
perhaps.
of erosion
Yeah, let's
there.
change things.
Then they get larger and larger.
Hey, have you noticed the basement changing?
I don't like small talk. Remember?
Yes, but it actually could be helpful because
Still rude.
it seems the if we can don't know. Change the narrator's mind, I feel. Because it was the narrator that did this to me, put me in the chain, I think. Continue to wait.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls. That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happens to starving?
Yeah.
We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to
We
erode.
haven't starved because the narrator hasn't mentioned that we starved, I think.
She hasn't starved? I guess she hasn't.
We're just trapped.
Even more silent
Not
time
starving,
passes
not
as you watch
hungry,
roots push
just
themselves
trapped.
through the increasingly porous walls
Still
of the basement.
Silent.
Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass.
No, he's saying it
And
again.
pass.
Time continues.
And pass. Until suddenly, there are no walls.
Oh, hey, we've escaped. We're free.
And?
And?
I think he's gone.
Yes! 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 The narrator's limited lifespan.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
Yeah!
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Oh, she's going away, isn't she? Yeah! Oh! We pulled the Lanacana this time. The very, very long kind of waiting for stone to erode into nothing. Yep. It's...
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we
It's
try and find
a
her?
very patient task.
And there's that mirror again.
No,
Why is it
we know what's up. Of course you're scared. This is not... This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
Oh, it's a fine hero.
No, that
I'm
can't be
skeptic,
right.
no.
There
Approach the mirror. It'll be fine. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The bloat. You've grown. That's the achievement I just got. Still can't really make out much of what I even am here other than the hands and arms. I guess the eyes. You find yourself in the Lana quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Is she the same? Maybe a little different. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights
Okay, yeah,
and
she's
empty
different
cityscapes
here.
become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
She's chained this time.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have
Is a
you
child
changed?
the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different,
Okay,
but I am the same.
sure. What does it feel like to change? Like everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer? Nah, I like riddles. When this is all done, do you know what you want to do? You know that this is the end of this. Once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? When I go back, it says, if an invisible wall closes around me, why can I not do the same things I've done before? Oh, wait, what?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to
Oh!
perspectives I have already made
Oh,
my own.
very good information
They
to
are
have,
useless to
actually.
us now,
Very useful.
inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Let's see. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met, thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Oh, that's why Slay the Princess was grayed out after you cut her hand up. Oh, I see. I didn't get that. Yeah, why wouldn't I be kind to you either? Yeah? Sure. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart.
Okay.
Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Let's see. When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys
She
of what I
doesn't
am
know
meant
yet.
to be.
She's not
And every exploration
complete
yields
yet.
new and
We need
complicated
more
truths.
Indians for her to
What I will be is different
complete.
than what I am. And what I am is different from what I was.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Sure. What do you want me to bring you next time? I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be. What do you want me to bring you?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
Actually, good point.
My joy is in seeing
I'll
what you
figure it out
choose.
myself.
There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Okay, what was it? So you don't have any preferences. I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me.
Oh, let me just get rid of this. There we go. Don't need that in chat.
The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without
Okay.
sensation.
Yeah, we need
I
to
could not feel the joy of
get
having
more
you by my
Indians.
side,
That's kind of
for
the
I would not
point.
know your absence.
What does it feel like to change like
Eyes
this?
close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Everything you know that at the end of the... so you don't have any preferences, everything... So you don't have any
My
preferences.
preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know
Sure.
the ways I wish to grow,
Sure.
for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
Okay. Enough with all this pretension. You're not actually saying in how many vessels Let's just go. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1. The hero and the princess. Oh, a goaded vessel. Bring the prisoner
You're
to
on
him.
a path
Okay.
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I think we take a little pause here. I'm completely out of water, so I kind of need to fill up the water. So we'll take a little break here and be back. And how long? We've been at this for 2.5 hours. I think we'll see if we can get at least one more ending. At least one more, maybe more than one more. Before we end the stream, but I need to take a quick break. So if you need to, this is a good time to fill your water as well. And we'll be right back for more. That's the wrong one. There we go. Okay. Okay, we're back. I'm done with the break. All ready for some more Slay the Princess. I have no idea what route we're taking here.
You're here to slay her.
Okay, skip. I've been wondering what this option will do since I first saw it. Turn around and leave.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
Yeah, I don't have anything to do here, narrator. Okay, fine, you're persistent. I'll go to the cabin, I'll slay the princess. Okay, fine, I'll go to the cabin, I'll talk to the princess. Maybe I'll slay her, maybe I won't. I definitely know where I'm going. Nope! The only thing that matters is where I'm not going to the cabin. I am not going to the cabin. I'm actually pretty okay with the role it ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Gonna go walk in the opposite direction now. Bye! I added the bye. Quietly continue down the pathway. Quietly.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
He does, narrator. He knows more than you do.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
Are you narrator? I kind of thought something like that might happen.
After all.
Oh, turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Oh, if it's your time, narrator, gladly.
I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Good, maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone for them.
When I said everyone, I meant everyone. That's a pretty large group to just condemn to death over a single princess. And, last I checked, you're part of everyone too. So if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well.
At this point, narrator, it's more about spiting you than anything else, so...
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again.
Oh, would
I'm
you
not
look
normally
at
one for
that?
Superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
There's no fighting. This is there. I have to go into the cabin, don't I? Oh yeah, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again, in fact, I'm going to just keep tracking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
It's no longer slay the princess, it's spite the narrator. That's exactly what it is.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
Oh?
At first, little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
It's the cabin, everything. Is it everywhere?
But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Okay. So this is the narrator's doing. It's funny. The narrator is not all-powerful, but the narrator is powerful. It is hard to tell where exactly the line is on how powerful the narrator is.
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin.
A city of identical cabins.
An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Wait, what's going on?
I also like if we just listen. Actually, I've tuned the music sound down. Let me change that for the moment. Where's the settings? Wait, where's the settings? There it is. Preferences, yeah. The music is, I like this. It's like, it's discordant and like eerie.
But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
Oh, that sounds fun. Can we go...
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness.
He's doing it again.
It's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Oh! Okay, that actually... I actually kind of thought he'd make us go there eventually. But no. No! Chapter 2, The Stranger.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Santy bastard put up a wall at this time, yeah.
It will be the end of the world.
I'm getting it. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. You aren't kidding. She actually ended the wallet last time, didn't she? What the hell is she? Oh, you bastard, you're but I died the whole wallet, and those wallets weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go to the cabin. Yep, okay, heading to the cabin now, where I'm definitely going to slay the princess. Yeah, silently proceed. If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm just staying here in the woods forever. I am very tempted to just stay in the woods forever. Despite the narrator. The narrator has limited control of me. Not complete control, so it's... we're going to start with... You aren't kidding. She actually ended the wallet last time, didn't she?
Last time? Last I checked, there wasn't any last time. We've just met, you and I.
You're right, good old narrator. We did just
remember what happened, then maybe
Who's
it's best
the
to
new
keep it that
voice?
way.
Who's the voice this time?
I don't know. I think it's more fun if he
Contrarian.
knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience.
Yeah! Ooh, the contrarian. Oh, I did. I liked the... What was it last time? We had the skeptic, this time contrarian. Oh, yes.
The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do
So
other
we've
than
had...
object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day.
We've had, hero every time. But now we've had contrarian, skeptic, and broken as well. Interesting.
If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Narrator. There is a pathetic little voice that I do want to stuff to the back of my head. Do you know which narrator? Those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go to the
What are you
cabin.
talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
I think there's some crackle to the audio. Is it my microphone or is it the in-game audio? Which one is that you're talking about? Both. Oh no. Did this change anything? I just tweaked something. Did it actually have any effect on that front? Did that flash? Yeah, It briefly went away. Wait, if I do this, does it go away completely? Is there any crackle there at all? Because I have completely muted all system sounds. My mic is still here. I obviously don't want to leave all system sounds muted, but that would tell me what it's coming from. I am torn. It's either lie or stay in the woods forever at this point. There is also one other time that I remember actually. Your voice crackly. Okay, so it's not the game. I'm going to try this. How's my voice now? I've actually moved the microphone further away. If I... let's save. Let's save. Stay in the woods
You
forever.
have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Oh, that won't help you? Okay, true. If it's not helping you, I'm trying to help you. So, I thought that might help make a home of you.
You know I can
How's
tell
it
when
to
you're
the
lying,
line?
right?
In the cabin.
Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
Both system sounds and my voice are crackly? And this wasn't the case earlier in the stream? This is a new
A warning
thing?
before you go any further. She will lie. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it.
I'm not ignoring the contrarian. It keeps stopping for brief moments, but not even long enough for me to type out a comment pointing that much out. What is doing that? I wonder if any of like my audio software needs updated or something. Maybe that could be it. Actually, I'm going to try tuning down a certain setting. Well, if it's both the game and my microphone, adjusting my microphone's settings won't make a difference, will it? I have some microphone settings I could adjust, but if it's both, then that doesn't actually matter.
Let's keep an open mind. The cabin interior is wrong.
Wow!
A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch
Narrator,
here, a
it's
foot
your
there,
fault.
such
I
that the
blame you,
seams are never
narrator.
quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. The blade is your
Oh,
implement.
look at...
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
When I look around. Oh, everything doesn't line up when I look around.
If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to
Wait.
guide you through your job.
The
which is to slay
narrator's
the
job
princess
is
and
to
through that
describe
action,
facts.
save the
I don't
entire world.
actually think that's really true. The narrator really describes facts.
And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her.
Let's check the mirror.
You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves?
Oh yeah, that's actually true. Good job, Contrarian.
Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm.
Just ignore the
How?
stressful
Even if we
geometry.
closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us.
That's true.
I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird.
Yeah.
What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good.
Now let's
whenever
check
you're
the
ready,
mirror.
We're all waiting
Let's check
for
the
you to
mirror.
complete a very
The mirror.
important task.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror.
Okay, Telesk, let
Or
me
at least
just
it'll
finish
be a
with
mirror
the
once we wipe
mirror.
off that layer of grime. You reach for it, there was, and now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Dellog, in my honest opinion, whatever it means to you, you might not want to continue the stream if you can't fix this audio. This very poor audio right now, and not easy to understand. You might want to consider what to do about this before continuing. This audio is somewhat unbearable if I'm honest, but it depends on what other people think and hear here. If it sounds better for other people than me, it could be fine. This is silly, but I want to see if... Maybe it started when I... When I did my be right back? Is there any way that it doesn't make sense to me, but is there any way that just now fixed it? Is it still bad? Is it? Because if it's that bad, I either want to fix it or I guess in the stream earlier than planned and pick it up here later. Does that have any effect on it? I still think it's bad. Okay, I just saved. We're going to try restarting the game, see if that has an effect. I unfortunately cannot restart my stream though. Oh, why is it showing my Steam? Okay, we'll restart the game, maybe. Maybe that'll help. It is... Has that changed the audio? Still a crackle? I have no idea why it started crackling. Let me see. Oh, let me check over here. Oh, hey, what's happening? Okay, didn't expect that to happen. Let me check. I can check this. Settings. The funny thing is so YouTube says my stream health is great. The state is all good and audio. Oh, static. So the funny thing is, I actually noticed at one time looking at a previous stream, crackle going on. And I don't know what it was done, it was in the past. So we might have to... I don't know if I'll be able to fix it right now. Greetings, dumpster fire. How's it going? Oh, here? Oh, I can't change some of these settings for my stream while streaming, unfortunately. Okay. I guess we might have to finish Slay the Princess up another time, because I'm assuming it's still doing this crackling. I don't think it is crackling right now. It's better? Okay. Okay.
You take the blade from the table.
Let's
It would be
take the
difficult to
blade.
slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Okay, fine, you took the knife. But you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom.
Oh, okay. Like a reverse grip.
It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice.
I wish I know what the issue was. I wish I knew. Hold the blade the other way.
Switch your grip on the blade. Congratulations.
Thank you, narrator. I'll take the congratulations this time.
Yes! Isn't this so much better?
You're right, Contrarian.
Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better. It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Throw the blade out the window. That sounds fun.
Haha! Yes! Do it! Seriously. You throw the blade at the window, glass showering the cabin as your weapon flies out into the night. I
Didn't
suppose we'll just have
need
to
it.
deal with the princess without it. We'll be fine, don't worry about it.
Who
What's the
needs
worst
a
that could happen?
blade?
The world ends. Been there, done that.
What's the worst that could happen? The Woladin's been there, done that. Yeah, exactly.
I'm not so sure.
Exactly.
This place is already messing with my head. It would be much
Oh,
better if we had a
hero.
weapon.
It's fine.
What's done is done. Good luck, hero.
Into the basement.
The
Hopefully.
door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials.
I should have expected this for the staircase, honestly.
Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all
Okay.
coalescing
Well,
into a
I've
thick,
never thought about it.
nauseating nothing.
I think every pen and paper RPG table has a voice of the contrarian at it. Yeah. Yeah.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
If not more than one.
Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality,
times.
drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
Hey, this is interesting. This is a new voice.
No, thank you.
Oh, I like it,
don't
hero.
be such a baby.
Yeah. Listen to Contrarian.
I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die.
Oh, yes, I think
don't
that
even have
could
a
be
weapon.
correct.
But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success?
Now,
There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
there'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day. Take the center staircase, take the soft stairs to the right, take the house stairs to the left, house stairs to the left.
You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs, until there's nothing left in them to feel. The air around you grows cold the further you progress.
Wow.
At first a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold. Your toes feel like blocks of ice, your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor.
That's not a staircase anymore.
You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go.
What is happening? Huh?
Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether.
Yeah.
Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination.
Oh, it's becoming
long
less
forgotten.
detailed.
Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you just going to stand there?
Is that... did we just get to the bottom of the stairs?
What the hell was that? What happened to us?
We went through all of that going down the stairs. Wow. Wow, that's... Must have tripped down the stairs.
I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways.
Yep.
The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down.
Yeah.
You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
I like Hero actually like trying to help the narrator out with the contrarian for a moment. It's hilarious. Just goes to show how proud the contrarian is. Here, yeah. How contrary he is. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was here. What's your name? Getting down here was weird, like I pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me? For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. Do you know why you're down here? You're apparently a threat to the world. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was here.
I've been watching you stare at me for a long, long time.
Okay.
The shadows recede,
Oh,
revealing
nice.
the princess's face. I don't think she likes us. Wouldn't you be skeptical of someone stumbling in here if you were her? We lost ourselves the second we stepped into this place. I don't know how long she's been here, but I can't imagine it would be easy for her to trust anyone.
Yeah.
Those eyes, though. They're so sharp. It's just deception. Don't buy into it. You can do this.
It's okay. Don't worry. Sometimes I get lost here too.
It's not okay.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another.
She gets lost here
Can
too.
do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back?
Can we put her back?
You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time?
The world ended.
Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it.
Oh, we're going to be irritating a narrator.
It
It's
seems to
our
me like
job
you saw
here.
something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
I like the plan, contrarian. There's more of you now.
And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
Okay. Oh, only one of them stacking. Mouth open, mouth closed.
There must be something wrong with you.
Oh, the new
I'm
one's
the same as I was a
stacking.
moment ago.
She fractures again.
Yeah.
I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more
Slay
complicated
her
than they
how?
already
I
are.
threw the knife out the window when you were right here.
How would we even do that? Where would we start? We'd always start by retrieving the blade.
Right. Right, I'm not making it back up the stairs.
The one he made us throw out the window. I wasn't the one who threw it. Oh, come on, you told us to. Don't try to pass the blame now that it's come back to bite us. Well, if I'd known we'd be dealing with
The
this, maybe I
contrarian's
wouldn't have been
great.
so hasty
The
with my
contrarian is
suggestions.
fantastic.
I don't think we're going to be able to put her back.
I don't
Kind of
think
hurts
so
to think
either.
about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her.
I think that's
It certainly
exactly
looks
the
that way,
case.
so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just
I
making
just
things
heard
worse.
keep asking her questions. Getting down here was weird. What's your name? You're apparently a threat. I'm getting you out of here, trying for you. I don't know what you are, but I can try. Why is this all one? Why is that all one thing? Getting down here was weird.
What, like you need me to hold your hand and tell you everything's okay? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here?
Well, I'm here to make more of you.
We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled
Wow.
apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either. I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place.
Different
Why would I
ones
know what
of
happened to you?
The princess taken. Yeah, if the thing past the mirror wants more princesses, this is certainly one way to get a whole lot more princesses. What's your name?
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really. You can call me Princess, if you'd like. Princess. It doesn't matter.
Different
I've been down here
answers.
for so long. What's the point of a name if there's no one around to use it?
Different answers.
None of them have names. How astute. I told you she was untrustworthy.
Yo, untrustworthy. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. Do you know why you're down here?
Maybe it's because I'm dangerous. But you know, right? You have to know.
I
You're
also
the
have
only other
somewhat of
person I've
different
ever
attitudes.
seen, or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it. Don't be
Oh,
coy.
there's
We
another.
both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster, and the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
There you
This
go.
is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this.
So, Niraitu, how am I supposed to kill 5 princesses?
But how do we decide what to do?
With
Can there
my
even
bare
be a
hands.
right choice when
Bare
all of them are
talons?
so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her.
No.
Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
Okay.
Wait, that's not right.
We're doing all of it.
Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You
What?
experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess.
I don't think this is the end of the world. This is all of the world.
But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating.
Hey, I agree with that.
Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all...
I'm not even sure if we helped the teen at the end of the game with this.
Falls apart?
The narrator's gone, hero.
I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened?
Are you alive?
What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and the others,
They just don't fit. They just don't fit.
I feel sorry for you.
We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
I'm sorry.
Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
I don't
We should
think
help
so.
her. I think we did this.
Yeah.
Surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
It is a bit late for regret.
Please.
No, I think the hands are going to come soon. You just destroyed everything. I'm not going to fix you. No, I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. I'll do my best. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. But you'll never know if she hears your reply. She's gone. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Oh, there's that
No.
mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay.
If you say so, we'll trust you. You're not messing with us, right?
No. Approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Do we get more this time? Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've withered. That doesn't seem good. You find yourself in the lawn of quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction, as contradictions don't exist. How can you stand to be a contradiction? Explore, it doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
How can you stand to be a
As
contradiction?
easily as you can stand to be you.
Yeah.
You are like me. Even
I
if
don't
you
think
have
it's
chosen
impossible
not to
to
look
be a
at the
contradiction.
corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
I think contradictions exist in a lot of things. You know that at the end of this, do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind? Have you figured out what you'll do? Do you still not care what I bring you? Do you still not care what I bring you
care
next?
about your gifts, but I have no preferences
Sure.
to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
What do you think of this vessel?
These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and walk. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. They will make for a rich and vibrant heart.
Okay.
Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Let's see, anything. Oh, there is a lot I could say. How many more vessels?
We will know when we near our destination.
Sure. No preferences. Have you figured out what you'll want? Not soon in. Not need more time, I think. Do you know what happens actually? Yeah.
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me.
Okay.
Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Have you figured out? I think I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. A spiral vessel achievement.
You're on
Bring
a
the
path
stranger
in the
to
woods.
here.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how many more endings we'll need, so I think we need to wrap the stream up here for the night. Hey, what if we... yeah, we're going to wrap the stream up for tonight. Maybe that fixed the crackle. I don't know. I closed the game. We'll be getting back to this game, I think. I at the moment, I'm thinking we need to get more Indians and see how this goes. I will get to it some more. Probably sometime next week. I'll get the schedule up in the next day or two, you know. As soon as I can. It's not always the first day of the week, unfortunately, but I'll get the schedule up. I don't know exactly what we're doing next week, but I have some ideas I want to look into for the other streams. Done more of this next week. Good night. Oh, how do... Ulirseth? Good night. Yeah, more of this. There's 1 or 2 games I kind of want to try. I went to... yeah, but... And then I don't actually know exactly what we'll be doing next yet. So, yeah, keep an eye out for the schedule. It'll be posted in the Discord, on the YouTube community page, on the YouTube stream page. It'll be posted a bunch of places. Usually on the Twitter, but I have missed that once or twice as well. But yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed today. I really did. I actually enjoyed this way more than I thought I would. This was good. And, yeah, until next time, everyone, please do try and have a blast for me. Bye.